Hello, welcome to Puzzle Master. Today I'm going to be showing you the solution for the Hanayama Amor puzzle. Which means I'm going to be showing you how you can separate those two sort of gold circle pieces from the Amor piece. Now the Amor puzzle is a level 5 out of 6 on the Hanayama difficulty scale, which makes it a level 9 out of 10 on the Puzzle Master difficulty scale. And if you don't already have the Amor puzzle, you can pick it up from our website puzzlemaster.ca. Without further ado, let's get on with that solution. Okay, so here is a fully assembled Amor puzzle. Now, first of all, we are going to be staying pretty much on this side the whole time, which is the side with the Amor sort of engraving. It's not really an engraving, but the Amor writing, as opposed to the side that has the Hanayama writing on the opposite side. We should also have the arrow piece on the right hand side as we're looking at it in a fully assembled position, and on top on this side, and the cross piece should be on the bottom and on the left hand side as we are looking at it in this position. And we're going to stay pretty much in this position the whole time for the solution. There's one time where we're going to flip to the other side just to check that something isn't happening, but other than that we're going to be looking at it from this position the whole time. So our arrow piece on the right hand side and on the top, Amor writing on the top, the cross piece on the left hand side and underneath. So first of all, we need to separate these two middle pieces, and we're going to have the cross piece come out above the arrow piece. What we're going to then do is twist the cross piece down so that the gap in the cross actually slides out and over that hole. Now a lot of these moves are very fidgety. These are going to bounce around in various different positions, but the gist is going to be fairly easy to follow. So we've come out of there. Now what we need to do is bring this arrow and twist it over to this side. However, when we do this, what we need to do is make sure that this cross doesn't go through the gap in the arrow piece. So we want to keep it on this side as we push the arrow over to this side, and we can then slide the arrow gap when we're in the right position out of that circle as well. And what we can actually do now is keep turning that arrow piece all the way out and over the edge. What we need to do then is twist the arrow underneath, and we can then come out of this hole in here, and we can separate the arrow piece first. And all we then have to do for the cross piece is get it over the edge, flip it so the cross is now on top, and separate that piece just like that. And the main challenge of putting the Amor puzzle back together is getting the orientation right of these pieces and making sure they go in the right holes. So first of all, we're going to take the cross piece and we're going to put it with the cross facing up towards us in the right hand or top right hand corner as we are holding the puzzle in this position. We're going to flip it upside down and we're just going to leave it there for now. Then we're going to take the arrow piece. We're going to start with the arrow facing down away from us, and we're going to connect through the cross piece and then over onto the Amor piece and then through that hole, and then we're going to twist around from there so the arrow is now on top and the cross is on the bottom, and they are both going to stay there for the rest of this reassembly. We're then going to focus on the arrow piece, but we also need some movement from the cross piece. This is one of those sort of quite fidgety, not really a straightforward put it here and then here, because it's going to flip and fall around all the time. So the cross piece, or the arrow piece, sorry, can pretty much come all the way down, but we also need the cross piece to come down as well. And once we can get the arrow back over into this position, so through this hole, we're going to do it. And at the minute the arrow is on the left hand side, we're going to put it through the hole until it's on its right hand side. Then what we can do is bring the cross piece gap back through the bottom left hand hole, and then all we have to do is line up those grooves on the opposite sides, and we have reassembled the Amor puzzle. So there it is, that is how you disassemble and then reassemble the Amor puzzle. The key part to getting the Amor puzzle separated is not crossing the cross piece through the arrow piece. And for putting it back together, the important part is the orientation when you are first connecting the gold circles to the Amor piece. Now hopefully this has helped you solve the Amor puzzle for yourself. If you want to pick up more puzzles just like the Amor puzzle, then check out our website puzzlemaster.ca, where we have the biggest variety of puzzles on the internet in the world. And until next time, I will see you later.